Senior Washington correspondent Tara Mergener has more in tonight's top story.
Most analysts agree Democrats have the advantage going into this race with the state's left-leaning trend, but they also say Republicans may benefit from the political climate, with the race considered to be a bellwether of things to come. Beating out four other candidates who argue the party needs new blood, former governor and longtime Democratic fixture Terry McAuliffe will take on Republican businessman Glenn Youngkin in the November general election.
I've said we've got to go big, we've got to be bold, and we need seasoned leadership to move us forward and to lift up all Virginians.
The 64-year-old, who was Virginia's governor from 2014 to 2018, capturing more than 60% of the vote. During the campaign, touting his record, which includes expanding voting rights for felons.
This was remnants of Jim Crow, and it needed to end.
Virginia is the only state in the nation with an open race for governor this year. Youngkin, the GOP's newly minted nominee, says he's confident he will beat McAuliffe to become the first Republican in 12 years to win a statewide race.
So many Virginians recognize that what Terry McAuliffe stands for, which is the left liberal progressive agenda, is so counter to where the vast majority of Virginians are today.
Youngkin, a businessman who has never held public office, is pro-life and pro-guns and believes he'll benefit from a political climate similar to the one that helped Republican Bob McDonnell win the governorship under Obama in 2009.
We see our economy and job market in a state of chaos. We see our schools in a state of chaos. We see our law enforcement community and parole board in a state of chaos.
The race is expected to be a tight one, many analysts seeing it as a test for both parties ahead of next year's midterms, when Republicans try to capture control of Congress.
Before we look at the midterms, I think we should look not far from D.C. and Virginia, where you are probably going to see a very, very tight gubernatorial election in a swing state that has trended much more blue in recent years.
In addition to the traditional battles that will play out on the campaign trail, pundits also say this race is a culture war happening in Virginia and other places around the country, a test of where voters stand on social issues like critical race theory and gender policy. In Washington, I'm Tara Mergener, CBN News.